Hello everyone, greetings to all of you. Today I am going to discuss about classification of number. So let's start. First of all, complex number, that is denoted by Z, and the simple notation for complex number is A plus IB, where A and B both are real numbers and I is iota. Okay. So if B equals to 0, then complex number remain only as A, that is real numbers. And if B is not equals to 0, then complex number will be in two format, that is if A is 0, then that is known as pure imaginary number, and if A is not equals to 0, then that will be a complex number form. Okay, so in number system there is as such no need of the discussion of complex number, so we will skip here it and proceed with real numbers. So in classification of real numbers, there are two types of number, rational and irrational numbers, as we can see here. So rational number is denoted by capital Q, and the definition for rational number is that it is in P by Q form, where P and Q both belongs to integer and denominator part, that is Q is not equals to 0. While irrational number, rest of the number, those number which are not rational number is known as irrational number, or we can see the number which is not equals to P upon Q is known as irrational number. So here as we can see, irrational number is of two types, that is surds and transcendental numbers. Surds are those number in which the square root of number is as the value of square root of number is in non-terminating form. For example, square root of 2, that will be equals to 1.41432 and so on. So there is no termination, so it is a surds form. Similarly we can see for square root of 3, square root of 5 and so on. Okay. Transcendental forms are some specific type of notation of numbers, like we can see here pi. So these numbers are also in non-terminating mode after decimal. For example, pi, the value of pi is 3.1415 and so on, and the value of e will be 2.71828 and so on. So these are non-terminating numbers which are basically rational numbers. So here we will finish irrational number. Now focus on rational number. Okay. Rational numbers are further classified into two parts, that is integers and fractions. Okay. So integers are those number in which denominator part, that is q, will be 1 or -1, while fraction are those numbers in which the denominator part will not be equals to 1. Okay, so integers we will discuss further. Here as we can see for fractions, so fractions are further classified into three parts, that is proper fraction, improper fractions and mixed fractions. So proper fraction is basically where numerator part is less than denominator part, that is modulus of p is less than modulus of q. Here is no instance for symbols, that is negative does not matter, only we will see the modulus value. Okay. Improper fractions are those fractions in which numerator part is greater than denominator part. Mixed fractions are those numbers in which we will mix up with fraction as well as numbers, like 2 right 3 upon 4 kind of things. Okay. So further we will see integers separately. So integer is also a part of rational number. So here we will see about integers. Integers are further classified into three parts, that is negative integer, zero and positive integers. as we all know that integer is represented by I. So negative integer is represented by I negative and positive integer is represented by I positive. So let's start with negative integers. All negative numbers whose denominator part is 1 and numerator part is negative numbers, those are negative integers. And all natural numbers are positive integers. Okay, natural numbers, as we all know that 1, 2, 3 and so on. So these all numbers are positive integers, and these all numbers with negative signs are known as negative integers. Here we will see an important thing, that is 0. 0 is neither positive and nor negative integer. Always keep this line in mind that 0 is neither positive nor negative integers, because in competitive exams they ask the questions like 0 is positive integer, negative integer, neither positive nor negative, or none of the above. So the right answer will be neither positive nor negative integers. Okay, so positive integers are further classified, or we can say there are so many classifications for positive integers like prime number, composite number and so on. So we will see one by one. Okay, so first property is that 1 is neither prime nor composite. So for this we have to understand first prime number and composite number. So prime number, the number which is divisible by itself and 1 only. Okay, so prime number have two factors, that is 1 and the number itself. Okay, so there exist only 2 as a positive, as a even prime number. Rest all prime number will be odd numbers. Okay, so here we can see an important property about prime number, that is the numbers that will be greater than 5 can be expressed in form of 6n plus minus 1 format, where n belongs to natural number. So is prime or not? So here we can see that the number which is prime will be in the form of 6n plus minus 1. Okay, so here we cannot say that all numbers which can be expressed in 6n plus minus 1 format will be prime, but all the prime numbers will be in the form of 6n plus minus 1. Okay, and composite number, the number which having multiple factors, and the multiple factors will be at least 2. Okay, like 4, then 1, 2 and 2, such kind of things. Okay, so 1 is neither prime nor composite. Why? 1 having the factor itself 1 and the number itself 1, so it contradicts the condition that the number and the 1, okay, both are same, so it's not a prime. And 1 having no more than 2 multiples, so it will be not a composite number also. Here some properties related to imaginary number are shown. As we all know that imaginary number will be in repetitive form after 4. Okay, that is I square, I cube and I ki power 4. After that, if we will proceed for I ki power 5, then that will be right as I ki power 4 dot I. So the value of I ki power 5 will be I. Okay, hope all you understand. Okay, so here the same thing is mentioned, that iota equals to square root of minus 1. So iota square equals to iota into iota, that is square root of minus 1 into square root of minus 1, that will be equals to minus 1. Similarly we can see for iota ki power cube, that will be minus iota, and iota ki power 4, that will be iota square into iota square, that is minus 1 into minus 1, so the value will be plus 1. Okay, and here we see that the numbers after 4 will be in repetitive form, that is iota ki power 4n plus 1. Then what we will write? Iota ki power 4n dot iota ki power 1. So iota ki power 4n will be 1 and iota ki power 1 will be iota. So the final answer will be iota. Similarly we can see for the rest of the things. Okay, After this we will see about real number system. So here we will discuss about the number line. So all the rational and irrational numbers will be drawn on a number line that will be known as real number line or real number system. Okay, here as we can see, we represent the integers, rational number, irrational number, and in irrational number, as we can see here, surds here e as a transcendental number. Okay, and here negative fractions, positive fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction, or anything else, we can represent all the numbers on the number line. Okay, so again after this we will discuss about even and odd numbers. So all be aware that even numbers are the numbers which are divisible by 2. Okay, evenness property, this is very important. What is this? In this we will see that all the negative integers which are in the multiple of 2 is known as even integer only, not even number. Okay, the numbers which are negative and divisible by 2 is known as even integer, not even numbers. All the positive numbers which are divisible by 2, they will be known as even numbers. Okay, always keep it in your mind. Okay, odd numbers, similarly the numbers which are not divisible by 2 is known as odd numbers, and all the positive numbers are which are not divisible by 2 is known as odd numbers, but all the negative numbers which are not divisible by 2 and are those are odd integers only, not odd numbers. Okay, after that we will see about some basic properties based on even and odd numbers. Okay, so here we see property and their examples, like even plus even, always even number. As we can see here example, 2 plus 6 both are even and answer will be also an even number. Odd and odd will be even. Odd plus odd, that is triple odd sum will be an odd number. Okay, odd and odd multiplication will be odd number. Odd and even multiplication will be an even number. Even and even number multiplication will be an even number. In power format, as we can see, even to the power odd will be even. Even to the power even will be even. And odd to the power even will be odd, and odd to the power odd will be odd. Okay, so for the number for which we are going to power, that number will be same, like even to the power, then number will be even. Odd to the power, then number will be odd. Okay, these properties will be used for short tricks. Further I will tell you later videos. After this we will discuss about divisibility of number, HCF and LCM of fraction numbers as well as normal numbers, and so many things related to the number system. Okay, thank you so much.